Hi everyone, welcome to another coaching video. Today we will be taking a look at an Orianna mid. She will be playing against a Yasuo. This is a pretty bad matchup for Orianna. So without further ado, let's get into the replay. He is currently gold 4. And this is patch 5.19. So starting items quite okay. Biscuit is a good mastery to get on Orianna. Mid, she will be playing. Okay, so people fanning out pretty okay. So you have how many armor? You have 26 armor. I do not remember what the base armor for Orianna is, but it might be good to invest in. Oh, we'll take only that few. So it might be good to invest in a bit of armor. I believe that's what that's the case right now.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Let's fast forward a bit. Nothing happening at the moment. If you want to go put the ward right there, you're better off going in the bush and then put it through the rock, because by doing that, at least you check the bush and you risk it way less than if you didn't check the bush and people were just waiting in there. And also call for a teammate because they were just basically doing nothing in the jungle, so it costs you nothing to call for a teammate to do that. By the way, good exhaust, good initiative taking exhaust on Arena against a Yasuo, because negating a lot of his damage is going to be crucial for you. Okay, let's take a look at the trade, because you took a lot of useless poke right there. He's gonna go in soon. Okay, there, you take that. That's good. You take off his shield. Just walk. Okay, what you should do right now, walk to the minion. Okay, let him be inside the minion, so he gets hit by the minion even longer. Okay, walk to the minion, make it hard for him to click on you, and then just because he's basically at melee range on you anyway, so walking inside the minion is not going to give him an advantage um compared to you, like, in a distance. So basically what you want to do is just walk away. Okay, walk through here, and then he's gonna dash to the minions to go closer to you, and just keep on going, let the minions hit him. Okay, you're ranged. So basically after you walk through the minions, you're gonna be around here. He's not gonna be able to through you anymore, and then he's gonna go back to the minions, right? So when he goes back, when he's out of your auto attack range, just keep on auto attacking him, but do not try to trade his auto attacks, trade auto attacks with him while you're in melee range, because obviously he's going to be way stronger than you in melee range. So just forget about auto attacking, especially walking back to auto attack. Like, you're ranged. Okay, you do not want to be in melee range to him. So just walk away, and then whenever he's running away from you, then you start auto attacking. But meanwhile, look at how many minions you have. You have 5 minions against one. This is level 1. Okay, you took your shield 100%. After his shield is over, you're gonna outtrade him. Okay, you're gonna outtrade him so hard that he's gonna regret the trade, and then he's gonna think about it next time that he does that. Okay, so instead of attacking, trading one attack for one attack, just keep on walking. Look at the damage the minions are doing to him. Okay, they're doing a lot of damage. They actually did more damage than you did on him with their auto attacks. Okay, so next time, just walk away and let the minions do the job. Whenever he does that, okay, whenever he dashes through the minions for no reason like that, you have to hit him. Maybe not like the exact scenario that we just saw because you had minions, but right now, like, yeah, exactly. Whenever he dashes through, not necessarily, you don't necessarily need your shield. That's stupid. That's really stupid. Does he have? Okay, he has healed. You have exhaust. Had you had ignite, it would have been pretty okay to be a bit more aggressive, but Okay, you basically nearly won the lane right now. Okay, what you have to do, you have to harass him. Right now, you have to adopt an offensive stance. Okay, you have to be around here. Um, you saw that Zac started in the bottom jungle, so there's way less potential for him to be in the bottom jungle, right? So you have to stand around the lower part of your map, well, of your lane, and then harass the Yasuo really hard, and also deny him from going too close to the minions to get XP, whatnot. Okay, you saw him going with this angle. There's a high chance that he has put a ward around here, okay, around this area or around here. So you have to tell that to your Diana. You have to tell her there's a ward in this area. Okay, just ping and tell her like if she wants to gank, go somewhere else, or like if she comes near here, you have to ping the exclamation point. Basically, tell your Diana that there's a ward here, so she doesn't waste her time coming to try to gank. Okay, what you should be doing right now is harass him. Look at the HP he has. He has like a third of yours. So right now you're playing really too passive. Okay, you're giving him too much room to breathe here. Good, good. Do not let him get the experience. Good, 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 good. That's good. Okay. But you should have done this a tiny bit sooner. But right now, you're standing on the wrong side of the lane. Okay, this is the side where Zac can go in, and he can easily gank you, and that's gonna cost you a lot. It's probably gonna cost you your flash if Zac is able to land his lockup on you, especially because Yasuo can easily just go in, blah blah blah, and win wall. Maybe not win wall, but he's probably gonna get it soon. So anyway, you should be standing on around this side of the map, of the lane. And whenever he goes in like that, just throw in your Q, okay? Even okay, here you should have went through the other side of the wall, Q him, W him, and he would have taken like more than half of the HP he has left. So I'll take a look at that bit again. Okay, look here. Okay, why are you walking down? Why are you walking down? You already saw him, okay? He went up. Now you're just walking. You're still walking down. So now you're just putting yourself intentionally between him and his wall. You're intentionally blocking your damage on him, okay? And you're still circling around. So like there's no reason why you should be doing this for the entire duration of the Yasuo's wall. You basically force yourself into like on the opposite side of the wall. So this is something that you should correct immediately, and it's pretty easy to correct actually. So next time, try to be on the same side of the wall as Yasuo. It's pretty like basic to tell you that, but obviously there's something missing there. Okay, there's a reflex that you should be there's yet that you didn't process yet. And also you basically didn't throw your Q nor your W since you got level 3. And it's well, you got 3 spells, right? You got level 3, you got 3 spells. You should be harassing him. Your ball is long range, and he has no way to go into you without receiving a ton of punishment. So you should be harassing him way more than what you're doing right now. You're basically just letting him have the XP and like being okay in the mid lane. Good. Okay, this is what you should have been doing. But you should have activated your W. There's no reason why you wouldn't activate your W. Look at your mana. Mana is only wasted when you throw spells in the up like randomly in the oblivion, or when you have full mana bar. There's no reason why you should have full mana bar, right? Like every second that your mana is full, it's a waste of mana. Okay, every single second. So you should never, never, ever have your mana full unless you just recall you went to fountain or like you really don't have anything to do. But right now you're in lane. Yasuo is here. There is no reason why your mana should be this full. Like this should have happened way earlier than 4 minutes. Okay. You had dominance in the lane over him, and you didn't press it. You should have pressed it way harder than this. Good. That was potential right there, and you went for it. That's like what 0.5 second more. If you didn't do that, I would have told you already. If like you could have killed him. And good, you're shoving the lane. That's exactly what we need to do. You have to punish him for not being alive, okay? This is why giving death is more important than getting a kill. Because you're denying him so much by doing that. Why aren't you using your W? Okay, it's okay. He's gonna miss all those CS. So, pretty good. But now, since he's going to be able to shop and you're gonna be without a flash, now you have to be a bit more careful. But it was still worth it. You got a kill out of it. You denied him like a full wave. So now you can just go back to lane, harass him, use your minions well, and just do exactly what you just did. He basically doesn't have a heal anymore. So if he goes on you, he has to commit. And if he commits, um, you have your exhaust. So that's like at level 6. um, Putting a ward there is okay, but there's really not like there's not that many reasons why you should put your a ward or a pink ward there. Zach not inclined to invade your jungle. Like there's not many risks for your team that the Zac is invading the jungle. So putting a ward there is denying yourself the vision that you could have had you put the pink ward over here. Yes, it has more chances of dying, but by putting it here, you basically deny all the information that you got here. So it's more about the information than how long it stays there. Plus, since you already killed the Yasuo, there's this is gold 4, so of 100% um he's gonna be more afraid of you than if you didn't kill him, right? Like he's not a pro player that knows how to reset a losing matchup, etc. So he's gonna either try to do stupid stuff, which is going to be to your advantage, or he's going to be scared like he is right now. So your pink where you put there is not that much of a risk. And if the Zac comes and destroys your pink, then you've gained sufficient knowledge for the pink to be worth it. Okay. Right now you have to be careful, okay, because of the Yasuo ultimate potential. Good, good, good. You walked off because now Yasuo can easily use the minions. The way he positioned the wall, he can easily just use the minions to go through the other side of the wall. So you did a good job there backing off. Okay. The way you have to use your ball to harass Yasuo is basically the same way an AD carry would use his auto attacks to harass an enemy laner, which is when he goes for a CS. Do not just randomly throw your ball hoping to hit him. Throw it when the minion is almost dead and you know that Yasuo is going to go there to get a CS. So let's say okay, there was a bunch of minion here. Yasuo was here, you were there, and he would go to get this minion, right? He wouldn't just let it go down without taking it. So he would go take it. You you throw your W as soon as you see the minion almost dead and Yasuo walking in, and as soon as he hit the minion, your Q already hit him. You W, and then you auto attack him. If he goes to you, then you just basically shield, and he has taken at least your 3 spells and 2 auto attacks, and then after that he has to give you feedback damage, which is not necessarily going to be into his favor depending on how you play it, but that's a different scenario. So you should be using your Q, okay, to harass him whenever he gets the CS. The exact same logic whenever you're playing ADC, instead of like throwing it in uh, like randomly somewhere hoping it's gonna hit him. Walk to, okay, he didn't use his ult. Good, good feedback damage. Pretty good. Okay, this way of playing, you have to continue playing like that. Okay, because that's pretty good. you have to respect him though now. Um, at this stage, since you do not have enough mana, you have to be really careful because you're not gonna be able to use all your spells. Okay, you're gonna be able to use like what, your Q only. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, Q, maybe just like your shield, but since he doesn't have any mana and you have mana as a resource, you have to be more careful. So you have to be trying to shove the lane and just back away. Call what you can do is you can call Diana for a gank. Not necessarily to kill the Yasuo, but make it so he doesn't feel it's safe to stay in lane, right? So he's either gonna recall or he's gonna play passively, so it's gonna give you more room. So now what you want to do is basically just recall and get your mana because you're gonna be at a disadvantage here. Okay, that's just plain stupid by him going to the lane. Good. You acknowledge you can't do anything anymore, so you just let your teammate get the kill, okay? There is no reason why you should have went back in on Yasuo, okay? This is okay. This is okay. Good, good, good. You let your teammate, like, you didn't risk your life. Imagine, okay, imagine if Zac has his flash, could have flashed over the wall, jump on you and kill you. Okay, it wouldn't have been that worth it. You would have gotten the assist without committing like you did. Well, like you didn't do. Anyway, so there was a good job by you acknowledging the fact that you do not need to go in. Just get the XP, get the assist gold, and be happy with that. So, yep, that's a good habit to keep on having. Um, you went for a lot of defensive item, so you should be expecting to not be able to match his damage if you go on a fully extended fight. So you have to trade basically your mana for his HP. What I mean by that is after you break his shield by auto attacking him, just keep on throwing your spells on him and harass him. Then you wait for the shield, and then you basically just keep on harassing him in the lane. That's what I mean by trading your mana for his HP. And also, since you got the chalice, it shouldn't matter that much that you're spamming a bit your spell. Like, do not try to throw your Qs all the time whenever it's off cooldown, but you can use it a bit more than if you didn't have the chalice, of course. So right now you have to be harassing him, so he does not feel like it's safe to all in you, especially because you use your exhaust. He uses heal, yes, but it's still dangerous for you to get all in by him. Good. Keep on do not walk in. Do not walk in. Just keep on harassing him. Okay. Okay. If you're able to kill him, it could have happened without you being this low, and it could have happened without you being having to use your flash. Okay. The fact that he died, you have to know. Okay. You have to know that the fact that he died was because he was so stupid to stay in the range of your ball that he died. Okay. Of course, yes, you had to press the buttons, but the sooner you acknowledge that you got the kill because the enemy was stupid, the faster you're gonna improve, okay? Because by knowing that it was an enemy mistake, you will know that it will not happen often, okay? It will not happen um, whenever your enemy is going to be like smarter and maybe in higher elo, or like you will know that the situation will not repeat itself that many times. Okay, it's going to depend on your enemy. Like you're gonna have a chance to kill your enemy, and that's entirely based on the enemy's decision. And you do not want to improve by that. Okay, so but yes, of course you were able to punish the mistake that he did. So yes, that's a good habit to keep. But keep in mind that whenever you want to improve, you have to improve by looking at what the mistakes you did. So you can control the mistakes you did. You can improve by doing that. But by getting a lucky, like quote unquote lucky kill, okay, what I mean by that is that the enemy did like basically committed suicide. You're not gonna improve that much by focusing on that. Okay, it's just a bit a parenthesis I wanted to add. But Yeah, that's 100% good. Having a solo kill all the time. Okay, there's nothing bad there. Should be okay. No, he doesn't have flash. Oh, what the? Wow, that did a lot of damage. Okay, he maxes W. That's why. But one, you were a bit greedy there. The minions were already at the tower, and you didn't have vision. Two, after he jumped, uh, after he jumped, he basically went towards the other side. Look, look, look. You could have just walked downwards instead of taking another bounce damage. You took two more bounces damage. Okay. It might or might not have saved you, especially because he went in range for auto attack. But it would have given you more chances of survival, that's for sure. Okay, but it might not have saved you. But you always want to take more chances. Like you always want to have more chances of survival than just having lower chances, right? Okay, now you went into a bit more damage, so it's pretty good. You can you're pretty okay trading with him since you already got like 2-1-2 and he's 0-3-0. The ward just died. You're buying a lot of wards. Well, a lot. It's pretty good. Your warding. Look at your pink ward. It didn't use it wasn't useful at all since when you put it. It could have been different. Okay. It could have like Zach could have walked towards here, but you should know that Zach is not that much good of a duelist against Diana, and especially at your elo, a Zac would not be inclined to invade your jungle. So you should not you shouldn't have put your pink ward here. You should have put it here for the reasons I told you earlier. Uh, Yasuo is pretty low. What happened? Did he try to gank? Didn't pay attention to that. You also have a lot of tiny non-added value movements, so try to improve with that. Like walking back and forth without reason, like you just did earlier. That earlier, I'll just like here, like here. You just circle like that. It's not major, of course, but if you add it up through the whole game, if you add it up through the whole game times the number of games you play, it is going to be a major factor at the end of like at the end of the day or at the end of your playing career, etc. It is some tiny mistakes that you can easily improve. So try to minimize the non-added value movements. Okay, good, 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 good. Run, 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 run! Stop auto attacking. Oh, your auto attack made you go into the threshing wall. Ah, but now you can go back in. You have the red buff. You could have helped your teammate. It went well, but what you did was not the best decision that you could have made. Okay, um, your decisions were good, but they were not the best. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean. So first, whenever you go for dragon, whenever you're around dragon and the enemy team is doing it or whatever, you did a good thing. Focus down the jungler, okay? Tr- as at the best you can. Do not try to not make it a 50-50. You have to higher your chances of getting dragon because that's the most important. Okay, Diana gets killed. You killed that guy. Good. Right here. Just keep on walking away. There's no reason, okay? Your single auto attack on Thresh is not gonna matter at all. But the movement, like the distance that you just lost by auto attacking him, is going to be a huge factor between if you get caught or if you do not get caught. Because of that, look at this. You got caught into his wall because you wanted to land a single auto attack that wouldn't change anything. Okay, now again, you walked in. Okay, had this been a better team, it would have been way different. They would have converged on you. They did, but seeing how behind they are, it doesn't even matter at this stage of the game. In this particular game, like with their score, and their level disadvantage, etc. It doesn't matter that much right here, but you have to know that in a game where it's closer, in a game where you have better opponents, it is going to matter a lot. Okay, there is no reason why you would have walked in as an Oriana inside a Yasuo, Kalista, and Thresh combo. Okay, well, not combo, but trio. Let's say there is no reason that you would have been walking right back in like that, especially without flash. Okay, so what you should have done is keep on walking, keep on running. You could have kept on running towards the top, and Morgana could have tried to lend bindings and whatnot. Will give you a spell shield, and you could have waited for Tristana to rejoin with you, and then it would have been different after. But this only happened, okay? This scenario where Yasuo dies and you're basically okay, this only happens because they're really behind. And this is something that you have to correct for higher elo games or like better opponents games. Or just a normal game anyway. But after doing that, okay, you could have went back in. Like look at all this distance that I just lost compared to them. Okay, this is what I mean by non-added value movements. You you walk back a lot of distance before committing back to the team fight. It didn't matter because you still got the assist and the experience. But again, had this game been closer, had this game been with better opponents, it would have cost you a lot. Like if you add up all those tiny mistakes that I've told you that is minor and didn't matter in this scenario, it is going to be a major factor between a win or a loss in the future.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
You have to always keep in mind what would you do. Like keep asking yourself this question: what can I do to make my actions the best that they can be? Okay, you have to keep asking yourself if the enemy lane or jungle or whatever, if the enemy team is super good, what can I do to higher my chances of winning? That is the question that you have to keep asking yourself in every single movement. Okay, the longer, like not the longer, but the more you repeat the moves that is going to higher your chances of winning, the more it will become a reflex. Okay, which is how super big plays and super good plays happen because pro players, they repeat the scenario that has the highest chance of winning so many times that it just becomes an automatic reflex, and they can do it over and over again because they've done it so many times. So you have to keep asking yourself what move or what actions will higher your chances of winning in the most case scenario. Okay, you were really greedy there for the CS. He's not fed and he's only a Z. This is why you haven't died yet. But again, this comes down to what actions would higher your chances of winning. Is staying there, risking your life for a couple of CS, really going to higher your chances of winning? Probably not. It's actually going to lower it because you're risking your life and you're denying yourself pressure. You're denying your team pressure, a whole bunch of spells, etc. But Zed wasn't fed. He's only a Zed. I mean, Zack wasn't fed. He's Zack, and he 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 doesn't have a ton of items yet, so he can't just kill you like that. Nor Cho'Gath. So again, it did not matter in this scenario, but it will matter in more in closer scenarios. You have to always think about the risk versus the reward. What risk are you taking for what reward? You're risking your life for a couple of CS. Is it worth it? Like you just if you ask yourself that question, you're gonna have the answer right away. Okay, most of the time, risking your life for like 2 3 CS, obviously it's not gonna be worth it. But since you didn't think about it, since you didn't cognitively acknowledge the fact that you are taking that risk for this reward, then it's not gonna be obvious as as a response to your brain, right? Okay, rushing the Zonia is pretty good in in your case because they have a lot of CC, and whenever you get caught, your team will be able to follow up pretty well. So it's good on your behalf to get a Zonia. You didn't have to use your ultimate right there, but it was okay. Your ultimate just costs you a bit of mana, which is not even gonna matter because you have Athene. It's gonna cost you a couple of seconds, which is not gonna matter that much because you're not gonna use it within the next few minutes or seconds. So it was okay to use it there. You didn't have to use it like a big H on have, but it was okay to use it. Okay, yes, you distribute the resource you have on your team. You go to get the CS instead of helping Tristana get the red, so that's pretty good. I don't know if it's basically because of greed, because you want the CS, or it's because you know that your damage input on the red is not gonna matter as much as pushing the wave. Okay, you have to keep in mind why you're doing X, Y, Z. Okay, if you can keep in mind the reason why you're doing XYZ, then doing XYZ is just going to be that much more powerful, and you're going to be able to lead your team because you can give them a reason why they should do XYZ instead of doing ABC. Um, you should not try to. Oh, that's pretty good. You should not try to sneak a as an Orianna. Okay, you should not try to sneak or like not to sneak, but you should try to sneak a is it shockwave? Yeah, shockwave. Okay. Um, whenever you see a super good play in the worlds or in whatever pro games, it's mostly because they leave the ball there. They're patient. They're really patient with their ball, with
Turret
their
has been
Orianna ball,
destroyed.
and they surprise the enemy team with the ball. So what you should do is try to cover your ball between enemy or ally animation and try to fall back a bit. And whenever they
Red team's
walk
turret has been
right on top
destroyed.
of your ball, then just ultimate. But
Blue team has
try
slain
not to
Baron.
make it so obvious that you're gonna throw your ultimate in there. Because that's basically going to higher your chances of landing a super good ultimate. Okay, you have Sonya. Good upgrade on your trinket, by the way. It's the trinket that most, if not, well, yeah, most mid laners should take. The I call it the green trinket because it basically gives you green wards, but it's a yeah, upgraded yellow trinket. Again, your ultimate, do not make it so obvious, okay? Well, since there was only one kill and he's running away, at least put the ultimate in front of him, and whenever he walks past your ball, then use your ultimate to bring him back. But do not try to throw your ball wherever his position is, and then use your ultimate. It has a lower rate of success than if you put your ball in front and that person has to walk there and you just basically ultimate them. That was okay there. Okay. After taking this, recall. Okay, just will go away. Okay, the reason I do not know if that's the reason why you walked away or you were just afraid of Zach. But okay, just go away, go away. Tell your team to back off. The reason why is you cannot push the turret anyway, so there is no reason why you would stay there. They have their fountain really close. That's their base, right? So they're gonna go out really fast, especially if they have home guards, and they're gonna be full health with all their spells. So there is no reason why you should stay and siege a turret that you cannot siege or even damage the turret. Okay, if you cannot bring significant amount of damage to a turret, then do not stay there. There's no reason why you should stay. There is plenty. Look. The ultimate you just landed is exactly the scenario that I described it. So you basically leave your ball there. Whenever the enemy team is not expecting it, then lend your ultimate. Okay? So again, the reason why you should not siege a turret that you cannot siege is first, you cannot siege it, so you're basically wasting time. And second, there is a ton of things that you can do instead of sieging a turret that you cannot siege. You can go put wards down, you can go get all the jungle, you can go back and shop and get your HP back, you can prep for dragon, you can prep for baron, you can split push, you can reorganize your team and tell them, well, okay, we can go here and there, instead of just staying at the turret, hoping to not die and basically doing nothing to it. Okay? Okay, good. He got the inhib for his life. It's pretty good. Weird Tristana jumping in. Okay. You should use the advantage of having super minions to go ward the enemy blue jungle, which is probably what you're gonna do. Yes, this is what you're gonna do. Okay, you have pretty good knowledge of the game actually. You have pretty good decision making. Just tiny bit of mistakes here and there. But the reason why you should go ward the enemy jungle is that they have now you have Baron pressure. They will have to go check the Baron if they see you MIA, like your whole team, or even like a couple, like 2 or 3 people MIA. They will have to go check for Baron, which is what they're doing right now. So having vision on them preemptively is going to be such an advantage. Got it. It was Zach probably. Okay, now that the enemy team is all on the other side and you see them, you just have to walk down, help the minion wave push, and then come back here. They will have to send eventually people defending, and whenever they send 1 or 2 people, you basically just start the Baron. Force them to come back to Baron, and they have to decide. Then they're going to be really stressed, and well, of course, this is solo queue. They're going to be like, oh well, we have to defend. Who's going to defend? Who's going to go to Baron? And then they're going to be all this not synchronized, and then this is going to bring such an advantage to your team. Okay, so right now what you have to do is, okay, if the enemy team doesn't do a bad move and you don't collapse on them, just be patient. Wait for the minions to go into the base, and then you force them to make a choice. Do you go do dragon, baron, or do you defend the base? Here, ultimate on Thresh. Not the best you could have done. Could have been more patient on your ultimate. The difference between a super good Thresh, a super good Oriana and a good Oriana, is how patient one is compared to the other person. Okay, this is happening. How easy it went is because you guys were so ahead. Okay, it would not have been this. I'll wait for the animation. Okay, your victory wouldn't have been this smooth, this easy with the last team fight, as if the enemy team was better or even closer to you guys. Because look at the advantage I got. You got like more than 15k advantage. Okay, so that's why missing your ultimate and putting it on only one person is not gonna matter that much. But again, okay, I'm saying this over and over again, but this is for you to be able to improve. Had they been closer or had they been a better team, lending your ultimate on only one person, nonetheless, the support is going to cost you a lot. So you have to be way more patient with your ultimate and to lend a super good ultimate, okay? Especially in the choke that you had. Oh yeah, move. The choke that you had, it was super easy to lend a good ultimate. Had they been chasing you a tiny bit, which is what you basically have to do with Yasuo and Zac, it would have been the perfect spot. It was the perfect spot for you to land an ultimate, for Diana to just go in all in, for Tristana to land the AoE burst with her flying bomb, and for Gangplank to just throw his ultimate, and same thing for Morgana. It was the perfect spot. So had you just tried like uh, faked a disengage, be more patient with your ultimate, replace your ball, it would have been just that much better. Okay, it went good, but it wasn't the best thing that you could do. It wasn't the thing that could higher your chances. It wasn't the best thing that could give you the highest amount of chance to win the game. Okay, so congrats on your victory. I'll go over a few recommendations that I have for you towards this game and in general. So first, be way more aggressive in lane. Okay, your Oriana, you have range, you have a shield, you have your ball that can serve as a second, basically a second player harassing. So be way more aggressive, and use your champion's advantage. Okay, if you have the advantage, keep pressuring the enemy laner. Do not let him have room to breathe. Okay, you have to minimize whatever he can do, whether it is walking up, getting XP, getting gold, even getting even getting the XP, even showing on your screen. Okay, you have to be able to deny him so badly that he's gonna be tilting and asking for jungler's help. If he asks for jungler's help, you basically make it a 4v3 for the rest of your team, which is pretty good. And stand on the right side of your lane, since you knew that Zac started bot lane, there's lower chances that he will be ganking from there, so you have to be standing there. um Whenever you get a kill, do not be too greedy for CS. Okay, if you can't shove the lane super fast and make him and deny him or reset the lane, just recall, then like land a couple of auto attacks and then just walk away. Do not try to deny him as much as possible. Yes, of course it's good, but sometimes it's just not worth it to stay there and get the CS. So minimize the non-added value movements. You did a lot of those in the early game. Keep in mind, keep in mind, you have to keep asking yourself what actions will higher your chances of winning. You have to keep in mind also the concept of risk versus reward. What risk are you taking versus what reward is it going to give you? Okay. Spend your time doing more useful things than just sieging a non-siegeable turret. You didn't do it that much this game. You did it actually maybe once, but it is something that you can keep in mind for the rest of your games. And also, this is going to be a key difference between being a great Orianna player and a good Orianna player. Be more patient. That's really a difference, a key difference between really like super world class Oriannas and not world class Orianna players. Okay, so thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the video, you can thumbs it up, subscribe to my channel. You can share the video to as many people as you would like. That would make me really happy. Uh, and again, if you're interested in receiving free coaching videos, sessions, basically subscribe to replay.gg. They will send you emails after each game that you play. Simply forward me that game to my email, coach dot wisdom without an o, wisdm dot lol at gmail.com. Okay, and also include your rank, your role, and your in-game name. Okay, so thank you again for listening to the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.